SuperCars Tour Championship. We head to COTA National Layout, the Circuit of the Americas, with Lockie 555555 leading the championship, only by 3 points over Dado Racer. Woody Lizard is third, with 60 points off the lead. Taipan Samurai is only 63 points off the lead in fourth, with Colonel Lloyd in fifth, 93 points adrift. Right Sower is in sixth, AJD's 1984 seventh. Whopper is eighth, and Hyperjuice is ninth. And then we've got Derpy Dan, newcomer. He's in 12th. So this is the penultimate round at the Circuit of the Americas, run in the afternoon for a short 14-lap race before we had the night race, which was the feature race, was a 41-lap race, but obviously the replay didn't save because that runs just over an hour and the game doesn't allow that. So we had the qualifying here, and we have Lockie on pole, with Derpy Dan was second, Taipan in third position, AJD came in fourth, Woody Lizard was fifth, Dado Racer in sixth, Maverick, who was a reserve driver for Hyperjuice, he qualified in seventh, and Colonel Lloyd at the rear of the field in eighth. So we'll get this race started and see how we went. And they're off, and Maverick's got a great run coming up into the first corner from the back of the field there, in the middle there. It's always tight in this first corner. So everyone's got through nicely there, except looks like Hyperjuice and Dado's just come together on the exit. Derpy Dan's put a lot of pressure here on Lockie, championship leader. Taipan trying to get through Derpy Dan as quick as he can to get on that tail of the on the leader. This looks like Mavericks got on the power too early. So it's very twisty, this track, so cold temperatures as well, so getting that tyre temperature was vital. And unfortunately Whopper couldn't make this round, Derpy Dan's teammate in the Satmel car. He's putting a lot of pressure here on Lockie. So just first lap of 14. Plenty of pressure. These first three. Woody Lizard in fourth, behind Taipan. And you've got in the background there, you had Maverick just in front of Dado Racer. Maverick's been a reserve driver, he's doing well in fifth. Just see how they're going here with Dado and Maverick. And Colonel Lloyd, not too far away. Dado's here, he's again the inside here, on the brakes hard, and makes that move. Gets up into fifth position. And Dado is second in the championship at this stage, chasing down Lockie, only 3 points adrift. This penultimate round. It's very got to really feather the throttle around these final corners here. Just keep the car stable. line up these last 2 corners and get a good run up onto the main straight. Very vital. Let's go and have a look at Lockie here in the Cash Now car. His teammate Sato 15 is in the pro lobby. I believe he did fairly well in this first race. Coming through the S's for lining up through the tight little chicane, cutting back through into the back straight of the original circuit. Looks like he had a bit of a handful coming on the exit there. He's worked himself up to a very healthy lead here. About a 3-second lead in front of Derpy Dan. I'll go down and see Woody's putting a little bit of pressure there, it looks like, on Taipan. Just go on board Woody for a bit. Come up to the final 2 corners of the track. You can see there's not much between them all. Less than 10 seconds from first to fourth. And overcast skies for this race. Come up to this very technical first corner here. Sort of a bit blind for that apex coming up, and then trying to get that power on up over the rise. These S's here are you can't miss your line. Once you miss your line, it can really throw you out. You've got to just hit those apexes. And then coming through the track cut through here. Very fast in 3rd gear. And some of the guys might stay in 3rd here, but get up into the 4th. Back to 2nd. Into 3rd. And just hold into back into 2nd, I should say. And then get up to 3rd, into 4th. And down to 2nd. This one here, we get up to 3rd, into 4th gear, hold 4th gear. Just feather the throttle here, just manage it, just get back into the apex here. This corner, and then back on the gas in a 5th gear. An exit speed of around about 180, 190 k an hour. In this corner, that second last corner can really suck you in. If you miss that apex, it can really drive you on the outside. And again, you can just see everyone's having a little bit of difficulty there getting the power down on the last corner, up down the main straight. Go and have a look at Taipan here, just see how he goes holding off Woody. We've got AJ, we got the order is, we got Lockie. Lockie's come undone. He's thrown away the lead. He won't be happy with that. The leader of the championship has found himself back in 5th now. Maybe in 6th. Jesus, it's not good. And 4th. Now he's got Dado Racer right on him. Now this is basically for the championship lead here. It's on. And we'll stay with this here to watch Dado, see what he can do. And make this move on Lockie. Take the championship lead going into the final round. Well, Lockie hasn't got much defence there. You just let Dado right through. Dado will be happy with that. Now can he chase down Woody Lizard in 3rd. Taipan's in 2nd, and Derpy Dan has inherited the lead with Lockie's mistake. As Derpy Dan's doing really well. This is his second outing in the open lobby, showing he can cut it amongst the top runners in the open division. And so you can get that corner right. Make sure you don't get that cut penalty though. Slow down penalty. Taipan's still holding off Woody Lizard. Having a good battle here. Almanac Car, he's running on his own. His teammate hasn't been able to make it, Cosmic Robbie. He's making up for it in second spot here. Just helps him in the championship race. He's only 3 points behind Woody here, so Woody would like to get back in front because at this stage Taipan would be third position in the championship standings if he stays in front of Woody. He's very close going into the final round, which is going to be at Rapuna Park in New Zealand. 3 sprint rounds, so hopefully we can get a few replays up for that one. Woody's having a big dive there, locked up the brakes there by the looks of things. And Taipan's closed the door on him. As I've said before in the past, Taipan's a very fair driver, very smooth. Takes a lot of effort to try and get through Taipan to overtake him. And try and set him up, put a bit of pressure on him. Derpy Dan's doing a very clean race. We're at lap 7 of 14 here, halfway. And Dado's slowly just eating away, just getting that time, that difference back down. He's in 4th position. Lockie will be angry about throwing away that lead. Let's put Dado in the championship lead here in this race. And Woody's really got out wide there. Oh, lucky to hold on to that. All over the shot. Taipan's he's going to try and concentrate, have a good run out of here. Protecting in that second spot. He's 3 seconds behind Derpy Dan. And plenty of time still. There's still another 6 laps to go in this race. And Woody's really trying to get past Taipan so he can challenge Derpy Dan for the lead. Wants to try and make a few more positions up if he can and make up bit of ground on Dado Racer in the championship race. Woody's in 3rd at the moment. But as a position stand, we would have had Dado Racer in 1st, Lockie 2nd, Taipan in 3rd, and Woody Lizard in 4th position in the championship standings. So, Taipan just a bit too eager on that gas there. Tyres, see, 8 laps in. We'll be on the 9th lap soon, and about who could manage their tyres the best in this race. I think it was the left front and rear really got a hammer in this track. Long sweeping corner, right hand corner before the last 2 corners. Really chewed up the tyres. So Woody's now got it all in front of him to try and chase down the leader, Derpy Dan. Oh, geez, the tyres must be going off for everyone. That's Taipan did it the previous lap, and Woody's done it that lap. Just got to settle down, compose himself. Really gets through those corners well. Let's go check on Dado. See how he's faring. He's only 2 seconds off now, off Taipan. The Lumenzi colours of the car. His teammate is in the pro lobby and in triple rotor racing. And at the current stage, the Lumenzi's to their third in the team's championship. They're doing really well. He's only that just on that second, so on that second behind Taipan in third. Lockie's 8 seconds behind Dado. He's threw away that lead and he hasn't been able to do anything about it. He hasn't been able to catch up back up to Dado. He's just held that 8 seconds behind. Oh, Taipan again. He's caught himself out. A little bit of a rub there as Dado came through. Oh, Taipan would be a bit annoyed on it with himself there. I want to probably for this. Oh, he's gone in with plenty of speed through there and just tagged Dado, but Dado's held onto it. So Dado now is only 3 seconds behind Woody. 4 laps to go. Keep it together, and looks like he's really got his tyres working, Dado. Not moving around like the other two, like Taipan and Woody. We'll just go down and have a look to see. We'll look at the leader, Derpy Dan. And onto the front straight. Looks like he's catching up. Looks like Lloydie's going to be lapped here soon. He's having a terrible weekend. Not a track that he favours, that's for sure. All the twists and turns, the elevation. So you've got to really get those cars set up. What to do with the bump stops. Try and stop the suspension moving around a lot. Otherwise it's a fairly flat track, so it's just the ups and downs up around the first corner. And of course, you've got to be able to have your bump and rebound set to be able to handle these curbs, especially through the S's, so you can ride those curbs. Well, he's really slowly coming in. He's 3 seconds behind here. Behind Derpy Dan. If Derpy's just controlling this race, there's only another 3 laps to go. So he's got that 3 second lead, so he might have just backed off a little bit so he doesn't make a mistake. The tyres are probably not feeling the best at all. Car's sliding around a bit. Woody's definitely on a charge here. Let's stay with this battle, I think, to the end. Very hard to keep these tyres from not locking coming into this first corner. You start pushing. You try and take a bit more than you can chew. Beautiful shot there coming through these S's. Cars look fantastic on the track there. Yeah, it looks like Derpy's just controlling this race, just knowing he's just on lap 12 or 14 here. 2 more laps to go. After this slump. Yeah, we're pretty spaced out here, so Woody's just back. He's 3 seconds behind, and then Dado races 3 seconds behind Woody. And Taipan's 3 seconds behind Dado in 4th. Lockie's still in 5th there. And AJD's made up a few places in 6th. And Maverick, who took over Hyperjuice's car to this weekend, is in 7th. Colonel Lloyd is in 8th, a lap down. So we're coming up here now, up to the final corner. And this will be there'll be 2 laps to go once he crosses the start-finish line here. And see if he can hold on. Woody will be doing everything he can. He knows that he's in front of Dado, so he's gained a bit towards the championship there, and well in front of Lockie. So got a few extra points there to just make that 60-point gap up on Lockie. He'll be in 2nd in the championship after this race, if it all stands as it is, with Dado in 1st position. Been very consistent throughout the season, Dado. Slowly taking away Lockie's lead. Geez, the tyres must be feeling like mush at the moment. Number 13 is not unlucky for Derpy Dan, that's for sure. He's come out and kept it clean and avoided any first lap incidents, and made the most majority of the drivers made the most of Lockie's mistake. Taipan was showing a lot of pace there early on in the race. So here we are on the last lap of the race. He's definitely got this controlled. Not really much going on across the field, so we got Derpy Dan there in 1st position. And we have Woody Lizard in 2nd, which is 4 seconds behind there. Dado Racer further 5 seconds behind. Just couldn't bridge that gap over towards Woody. The 3rd position, he'd be happy with that and come away with the championship lead, so he'll be stoked. And Team Lemancy. Taipan, the camera's missed. Oh, we're not missing Taipan, he's gone wide. He's gone off the track. Has promoted Lockie up to 4th. Well, there you go. So you never give up. Lockie, who had the lead, threw it away and found himself in 5th and way back compared to the lead where he was. Kept plugging away, and look, he's in 4th. Taipan's made a mistake. Taipan will be wanting to make a few changes to his car before the final race and try and get those tyres to last 41 laps. So there'll be so there we got the leader there. We got Derpy Dan, Woody Lizard in 2nd, Dado came 3rd, and Lockie's come in for 4th, just in front of Taipan, who, geez, he'd be annoyed about that. And on the last lap, losing a place, and AJD, after he had a terrible start, he's come back into 6th. He was last at one stage. So he'll be at least happy to get a few points there for Team Exeter. And Maverick, who's doing a guest drive for Hyperjuice in the Albergudson Falcon, comes in 7th. And Lloydie is a lap down in 8th. So that's an entertaining race there. Well done to Derpy Dan, who won that race. So in the second race, we Taipan did get his tyres organised because he came away with a solid victory in the main feature race, and he won over Dado Racer, who kept his form going and came 2nd. And AJD 1984 was 3rd in that final race, followed by his teammate Woody Lizard, He was fourth in front of Derpy Dan in fifth. Lockie again, he did have the lead in the final race, in the feature race, but again had a few issues and finished sixth. And Colonel Lloyd finished seventh with Maverick. Having other commitments, he could only make 14 laps and had to retire the car. So that was it. So next week we're in our final round at Rapuna Park. So we'll see how many replays we can get, and we'll see you then.